offline. And I'm very glad that we have some people, some members of the team, and some people which are interested in this topic. Yeah, I think we should start. My talk is very short. I just wanted to introduce Debian Science BoF, maybe for those people who do not know about this team. And couple of my slides also were prepared by Andreas Thiele. Andreas Thiele is very known in our community, and he supports this team and some other teams in many other topics, and I'm very glad that he supported Science Team. He is not able to participate right now, but he is online, and maybe we'll be able to connect to him. But anyway, I'm starting. Before I'm starting my presentation, do we want to introduce with a couple of words who are you, if you want, of course, maybe. Yeah. Graham, do you want to say a couple of words? Oh, microphone, sorry. Just to know each other.
I'm Graham. Also, for a long time, was involved working at university. University of Cape Town, South Africa, and that's how I got involved with Debian Science and Debian. At the moment, I'm no longer working. I think I still have a lot of contact with the science factory.
Okay.
Most recently, I've been involved with
yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Graham is helping us really a lot with the different transition stuff. And does anybody want to introduce? Do you want or not? Oh, as you want. It's not. Thank you. Yeah, your contribution is very valuable to us. Okay. Yeah, nice. Welcome. Thanks. Yeah, welcome, Ole. We have communicated a lot of times, and I think we meet first time personally. Yeah, please. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So I will start with my slides. Yeah, first of all, Debian Science Team. We have two mailing lists, Debian Science maintainers and Debian Science. The first list is mostly for discussing developer questions and to support packages and so on, and Debian Science is more user support package. So if you have a user-related question, please go to the second one, and if you have some questions about packaging, feel free to use the first one. But actually, you can use both of them, and most of team members are subscribed to both of the mailing lists. But to make it differ, we have two of them. The Salsa group is also here, Salsa Debian Org Science Team. I have just checked, about 220 people are inside, and it's constantly growing. Some people just want to be added, and I'm very satisfied with this situation. We have, of course, Wiki. It's not being maintained too often, but still we have some information about it which can be useful. Also, we have so-called Debian Science Policy Manual, so it's about our rules. We do not have too much strict rules, but still we have some of them just to follow how to maintain the package, what should be put into the Debian control file, and so on. And first commit into this policy was about 14 years ago, so we should maybe evaluate is like date of birth of the team, so we are almost 14 years old, and we are continue to develop ourselves. So a couple of statistics, maybe it's not quite good, but we still here see the number of packages per release, starting from Jessie, released in 2015. So you see we had just about 400 packages, and after that we had a large gap between Jessie and Stretch, so over 300 packages were added in this period. And after that, we have more or less stable number of packages, so some kind about 700 till 800. Now we see in seed about a week ago 800 packages. Not all of them migrated to testing, but we are more or less stable. What about a number of packages? Yeah, it's a number of uploaders per release. As you see, that we are more or less constant here last years, and we had a growth between 2015 and 2021, and now we are stable. Some people are coming just to maintain 1-2 package, and it's totally okay. But some people are maintaining many packages. It's also very good for the team and for the Debian and free software community generally. And some people are just coming to fix some RC bugs, just to let the package to migrate. Some people are coming to do some transitions and so. So we have a lot of different activities in the team, and all of them are very valuable. So some statistic, what packages do we have? You see this is top popcorn packages right now, about 28, maybe it's too much, but as you see, most of them are just the libraries. The first one is GMP, multi-precision library. We have LAPAC, we have a pseudo parser, and so on. So as you see, we do not have too much binary packages, maybe some of them like GNUplot, GL2PS, and so on. OpenCV is also maintained under the Debian Science team, but you see most of packages are the libraries, and it's actually good. Yeah, statistic of uploaders, I didn't put the names, just the first 3 letters of your name. You see that we have some people who are uploading, who are uploaders of many packages, over 17, and really appreciate it. And we have some people who are a little bit less, but anyway, it doesn't matter if you are able to contribute with more time. It very appreciate. Some people are working for the companies who are sponsoring some packages. As far as I know, it's also very good, and the company is profiting from that, and the community totally. So here is a couple of slides from Andreas Thiele. I hope he can hear us, as I understand with a small delay, but anyway. Here you see top 10 uploaders of Debian Science starting from 2001. I don't know, it was not too much, and after the Debian Science policy was released, we see grow, and as we see before, we have more or less stable situation now. We have the number of uploaders which is more or less stable during the last years. Yeah, top discussions, user mailing list is Debian Science. It means that we have also some people who are writing a lot of emails, some of them not so active, but anyway, we have enough traffic in the mailing lists. Top 10 bug hunters in Debian Science packages. Well, this situation is also different. Some people are doing a lot of bug hunting during freeze of the release, and they are closing a lot of packages. But you see the situation is more or less stable. Top 10 committers in Debian Science Git. As you know, we have switched. Previously, we used Subversion for the as a system for commits, and now we are migrated all of our packages into Git. And you see that we have a lot of commits into the repository. So some people have over 6,000 commits, but again, the team is active and it's good for us. It's also interesting statistic which Andreas likes to say. It's maintainers committing per package. So it means that here we have the number of uploaders for one package from 1 till 13, and here the number of packages. You see that most of packages are maintained by one person. It's over 400 packages, which is not quite good, but it's also okay. But we have also a lot of packages maintained by 2, 3, and more people, and for us, it's of course better if some more people are involved in this in maintenance, because if somebody is not able or do not have time to fix some bugs or upload a new version, some other person are able to support him and to fix it. Yes. Yeah, that's it. What about our short introduction into the DebConf? Feel free to go to this page on other part where we have some questions. I will try to share the screen just to discuss some topics which we prepared with Andreas yesterday, I think it was. Yes. Yes, I hope you can see it. Yeah, first of all, maybe you have some questions or you have some topics to discuss which we can shift it to the first place. If not, we can go through the topics which we wanted to discuss. No? Okay, so let's go to some topics which we can discuss today. First was the Andreas Thiele brought it. It is one TBB migration. As far as I understand, we have TBB package, which is a relatively old one, and it is pretty old in the Debian archive. And now we have one TBB. It's a new implementation of the same idea, OpenTBB. And as far as I understand, there are some problems related to the migration. There are some API incompatibilities which needs to be fixed. So it just means that if somebody has force, time, and wish to help with the migration to one TBB, feel free to go to this package and feel free to go to the bug tracker. Some bugs were already filed. And feel free to, it's also to our people who are seeing this stream or later the recordings. If you have, feel free to join us and feel free to contribute and Andreas is participating here.
For the benefit of those who don't know,
yeah.
say very briefly what TBB does.
As far as I understand, I'm not user and I'm not maintainer of this package, but as far as I understand, it's some kind of library, a C++ library, which is doing parallelization. As you know, in scientific world, we have a lot of software which is doing some numerical calculations, and parallelization is very hot topics for us. And this one of package, or one of mathematical library, which is providing parallelization. And that is why we want to migrate to this one, and we want to replace existing TBB instance. So, does anybody have some words about Graham? Do you know about this transition, or it's too early for you to go to transition? Oh, thank you.
Well, the new version is actually migrated into testing. And so it's just a handful of packages that were removed from testing that need to be ported to the new version. I don't have a list of those, but I see there. Andreas said he can point people to the relevant bugs.
Yeah. So I'm trying to...
So TBB is thread building blocks, I believe.
I wanted to say, oh, it's okay. Okay, yes, it's migrated, so feel free if somebody, I can easily point people to relevant bugs. Andreas filed those bugs, so if somebody wants to join, please contact Andreas and we can, yeah, exactly. Please contact him. So the second topic is ROC CM High PAMD was accepted recently. What does it mean for science package High PPC, Radeon Open Compute? To be honestly, I do not, I cannot say too much about this package. I think it was brought by Eleanor last meeting, and yes, it's one of parallelization libraries. It's also open, and yeah, if you are interested in this topic, please contact us. So Andreas wrote, "I'm just suffering, not filed the bugs." Okay, understood. So anyway, we know how transition can be done. So first of all, all packages which are depending on TBB should be built against one TBB. Then we should check what packages are failing, and if they're failed, it should be fixed or contacted to upstream and to fix it. And yes, so it's a couple of work which needs to be done. It's not always easy. I'm maintaining also Boost in C++ Boost library in one of maintainer of Boost, and we know this process. It's pretty time-consuming and sometimes challenging, but it's very nice to see the results of the work when it's done. One more topic, and maybe Ole can join this discussion, is about splitting some of packages into subgroups. I know you're leading the astrophysics Astro group, Ole? Yeah, so we have a trend.
Completely understand what you mean.
I mean, following. We have, what I wanted to say, we have Debian Science Team, it's pretty large. We have over 800 or 900 packages right now in the archive with all, and we have some tendency if the people are working in Debian Science group and they identify that, okay, the topic is very specialized, like your packages in astrophysics, or so we are creating a new team or subgroup, or how do you call it? So, and packages are migrating there. I find it really good if it's better for people to make the packages in focus, or it brings some other benefits. I'm also no problem because Debian Science is really huge, about several hundreds of packages. We have a good example for mathematical teams about 2 years ago, I think 1 year ago, was a discussion that one team was created, Debian Math team, and some packages were migrated from science to math. And as far as I know, they have over 40 packages right now. And one more team is Debian Artificial Intelligence on Deep Learning team, where TensorFlow and other stuff are maintained. And Ole is one of lead from astrophysics.
Debian Astro.
Yeah. Could you please explain a little bit, a couple of words about what you are doing, and why did you decide to create sub-team, and how it helps you?
Well, the reason more or less to create it was Andreas, who pushed me to do that, which was actually a good idea. Mainly, well, because of the visibility within the astronomy community. So when I come somewhere, I always present myself as one of the Debian Astro teams, and had some talks about that. And there's also, we have a logo for that. I made a flyer, a PDF flyer, and that all helps that people see us as a group within Debian, and that, for example, we are well recognized in the AstroPy community as the one, in principle, the only one from the distributions also who are actually doing the packaging and reporting back bugs for them. And that's much more if I would do that as an individual person. it's, well, building a community around that is quite hard on the other side, I think. Besides me, I think there are 3 or 4 other people which do regular contributions. But many others just joined once, had one package, or started to package something which never finished, and they left or they got invisible somehow, and then I took them over and finished it myself, and that's not the idea behind that. And I still have no idea how to improve that and to keep people better together there. First, it's a limited audience. Astronomy is a quite small group among the scientists. It's hard then to find people who designate their work for that. Usually what I find is sometimes one can push upstream to do packaging, which also, that's another point. Aside from these people, I have a few upstream which are proud of doing the packaging work as well, and I get then regularly, they are not developers, sometimes they not even maintainers, so I get the sponsoring requests, I uploaded them for them. That works very well for years. That's another nice thing.
Yeah, thank you very much for your opinion, for your information. Yeah, it is a good example how we can develop us. So just having one more team, and it doesn't mean that we do not communicate. I think Ole has a lot of packages which are depending on the packages in Debian Science, and we are communicating together and to fix some bugs and or introduce some bugs. Yeah. Thank you very much, and yeah, so it was one topic. Does anybody have any more information about Debian? Yeah, Andreas is writing, thanks Ole for saying it was a good idea. Sam in Debian met with vanishing people, have also no idea since 20 years. Yeah, Andreas is very active, as I told you, very active not only in Debian Science, he is also lead of Debian Med team, and usually they are doing also BoF, but this time I think not. But Andreas is helping, and Ole and us a lot with technical questions and some organizational questions. He is very active in mailing list. Yeah, and yes, exactly. So just to summarize this part, it's okay to create some subgroups or sub-teams which are dedicated to one specific topic, because science is everything, and if you have some special topics, it's good if there is a wish to separate some packages. One more technical question. Yeah, it was initiated by me a couple of months ago. Maybe all of you know about VTK package. VTK is also a very popular package. It's a visualization toolkit, and it's the company Kitware is producing this package. It's very good and very functional, but it's very large, and it's very challenging to maintain it. And now we have the situation that we have 3 versions of this package in the archive, Debian archive. So we have version 6, 7, and 9. 9 is the latest one. And the idea is to migrate all packages to version 9 and to drop VTK 6 and VTK 7. So we have created a box about this topic. I think there are 6 or 7 of them. Some of them are fixed. And if you want to volunteer with it, feel free to join us so we can complete this task till the next freeze. Yes, Andreas, I have just uploaded Debian Science meta packages where I did the replacement. Okay, nice. Thank you, Andreas. Andreas is maintaining also Debian Science meta packages. It just means, so if you do not know what package you want to install particularly, but you want to have a set of packages, you can install one of so-called blends, which is like a set of some packages dedicated to, for example, visualization or numerical simulations or any other similar topics. So feel free to use it if you want just to try some software and you do not know what particular software you want to use. Yes, and one more topic which we want to discuss, general topic, what about Team Orphanet packages? A good question. Some packages were uploaded once or 2 times, and then maintainer disappears, and we have some packages which are not, they are team maintained, so everybody who is belonging to Debian Science team is able to fix it or is able. Yes, Andreas, thanks a lot for the link. And, but it would be good, especially during the freeze time, if you get as much packages as possible into the testing, so they are just not hanging in Debian unstable, but they are able to migrate. Feel free to join us if some students or any other people who are hearing us are able to join and to do this task. This QA work, feel free to join us and do it. We are using Salsa, as I told, we are using Salsa for all of our Git repositories, and last time we are using, last years we are trying to use as much as possible Salsa CI, so we are just trying to build and to check the packages on the CI infrastructure of the Debian, and it works pretty good. Many packages were already equipped by GitLab CI YAML file, which is helping to build the package, test them, check linting warnings and so. And it's one of tasks, it's not a very complicated one. If you want to join us, feel free to do it. So we have 30 minutes already passed. Do you have any more questions or any other topics to discuss? Yeah, Graham, please.
Got some comments. If you sponsor an upload, please try and follow through to make sure that the auto package tests pass and it builds on all reasonable architectures so it can migrate. Don't be shy to reach out to the porters team. That's what they volunteered for. So if you have a failure on ARM, please forward a bug to, or forward a message to the ARM porters mailing list and say you need help with a particular package. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Graham. That's very, very good tip. We are sponsoring a lot of packages because some people are coming and they are not Debian maintainer and Debian developers, but they prepared a package, and we are usually trying to upload the package as fast as possible. But it's really sometimes happens that the package failing to build on some architectures or has failed in auto package test, and it would be good to control it and maybe to make fixes and to make a second upload, which will fix some failures, and yeah, and I will add it to this topic. Sponsoring. Please check whether upload is okay. Builds, auto package tests, etc. Yeah, thanks. Yes, remark to a slide. I guess the statistics uploaders per year should be uploads per year. Yes, maybe. One more information regarding Salsa. SI Neelish has written a script to trigger Debian Salsa for all repositories of a team. We were running the Debian, but in addition to routine update, script creates a match in Debian Salsa. Thanks, Andreas, for this note. Could you please add the link to this script so we can try to use it for any other repos? Okay, thanks. Any more other questions, topics, or any more information to discuss? Yeah, if not...
Yeah, there's a question from IRC, which I'll read out.
Oh, thank you.
For science outreach, does the group target STEM or STEAM?
where A stands for arts. STEM is well recognised, but STEAM is targeting those more creative with arts.
I didn't quite understood the question. Could you please? Yeah.
For science, so the question is about, so STEM, science, technology, engineering and medicine, I think, is clearly targeted by Debian Science. The question is, are arts, sort of technical arts included in who we are targeting?
It means audience? Or
let me show you the
because
question. I mean, from the lack of enthusiasm within the room, I'm suspecting the answer is if somebody would wish to target that bit of it, I'm sure we would be delighted.
Okay.
But do you have any?
No answer. Okay. So I think we can finish the.
I'll put the question into the Etherpad, or somebody will put the question into the Etherpad.
Okay. So I think so. Yeah. You should be logged in, or it's okay. Good. Yeah. I think we can finish if we do not have too much information to discuss. It's almost 35 minutes. I think it's okay. Thanks a lot for participation. Very glad that you were here, and see you maybe next time by next DebConf. Thank you.
Just before we do finish, are there any more questions from IRC? I'll give you about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Science, technology, engineering, and math. Was it answered?
There's no. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Time to say thank you very much, Anton, for leading this session and close the session. So thank you very much, Anton.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.